Day 137, another lesson in what not to do. So we felt kind of guilty because we spent the first day in Bangkok in the hotel. We just needed a rest day or whatever, and I had to catch up on work. And then, so we decided since our flight was late that we would go on the hop-on, hop-off bus throughout Bangkok to see all the sights from the bus, because it's way too to walk around here. So we did that. That went seamlessly. Got into a cab with this lovely woman, and she drove us to the hotel to go because we checked out before we left for the hop-on, hop-off bus. Got our luggage. She kindly put it in her car and then took us to the airport. And we got to the airport, and lo and behold, realized I thought I had applied for the visa for Vietnam, which is where we were going. And I thought that the email that I got back was a confirmation of the visa. It was a confirmation of the payment of the visa. And it takes 3 business days, which I didn't realize. It just said 3 days. It didn't say 3 business days. So that meant that Saturday and Sunday didn't count. It was Saturday, we were leaving, and so we get to the counter. He said, "Can I see your visa?" And we didn't have it. So he was just like, very kindly, he was like, "We'll hold this flight ticket for you for 7 days. You either have to get an expedited visa, book another flight,
or wait for your visa to come in.
Or wait for the visa to come in." So we kind of a little bit trying to figure out what to do, decided to go to the other airport in Bangkok because, why did we go there?
Because they didn't have the airlines that we were trying to change.
Oh, right, yeah. We were trying to change an airline. So we had to figure out, so what made it convoluted is that we had a flight to Hanoi, and then from Hanoi, our flight on the first goes to
from
Osaka.
Hanoi to Osaka to
and then Osaka to Narita. And so we were trying to salvage any of those flights because they were booked on a third-party site, and so the airlines wouldn't change them. The site wouldn't change them because, they're cheap tickets, so they don't change or cancel or even...
Cancellation, non-refundable.
Yeah, so we're just so we ended up spending like 3 hours at that airport trying to figure that out.
So we spent an hour and a half at the first airport, an hour driving to the second airport, and then 4.5 hours later...
at the second airport to try and figure out what we were going to do. So we decided we were going to go to the...
The biggest thing is that 2 calls to the third party later because the airlines couldn't do it because of the third party of switching over the flights.
They couldn't change the flights.
And
then in the meantime, our stay in Hanoi actually canceled, which was great because then we didn't end up paying for that. We got our money back and we got trip coins, which was good. Bless you. And then we hopped in a cab, went back to the other airport because we figured out we were going to go to the embassy on Monday. So that took place Saturday. We got a hotel for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday morning we were gonna go to the embassy to get the expedited visa. And then...
And so that was our plan for that day. So then we had to drive back to the first airport and make sure that they would
honor the original ticket. They said they would honor it for 7 days while we figured out the visa thing.
We need to make sure that happened. And then we got into a cab ride that the lady was very angry with us. It was beautiful.
Because we were late to this pickup spot.
Whatever. And then we got to the
airport hotel.
And then called it a night.